problem of the day 38. I'm trying to be a little bit quiet. Presley and Jordan are both asleep, so at least they won't be making appearances in my videos. Let's go ahead and get started so you can work on your assignment for the day. Our problem of the day should kind of be review, and if you were confused, you have those notes and examples in your interactive notebook. Problem number 1 says negative 12x is greater than 100. So in order to solve, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 12. Now this is where that light bulb should have went off in your head. I am dividing by a negative, so my sign is going to flip. I bring down my x. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. Now this does not divide evenly. 12 goes how many times into 100? Ben McPeak. Eight times is 96. If I take out 96, I have 4 left over 12, and that's going to reduce to 1/3. If I graph that, and I do not have a ruler and I do not know how to make one, I promise to try to figure that out though. If I graph that, I can graph it in different ways. My answer has to go in the middle. I'm probably going to go in increments of 1/3. So next I would have negative 8, negative 7 2/3, negative 8 2/3. That's a 2. It's an ugly 2. And then negative 9. My circle is going to be open. And since my variable is on the left, my sign can serve as an arrow, and I'm going to shade this way. Alright, very good. Let's look at the next one. Y divided by 5 is less than or equal to negative 3. To solve, I'm going to times both sides by 5 because that's the inverse. Y is less than or equal to negative 15, and I did not flip the sign because I multiplied to a negative, not by a negative. On my number line, my solution goes in the middle with 2 numbers on each side. My circle is closed because it's an or equal to. Since my variable's on the left, my sign can be an arrow for me. And I'm going to shade to the left. Number 3 is a decimal, but it doesn't change anything. I'm going to start by adding plus 4.9 plus 4.9. H is greater than or equal to. Now I'm actually going to subtract these because my signs are different. I know it's going to be negative because I keep the sign of the greatest number. And when I subtract them, I'm going to get 3.4. Negative 3.4, negative 3.3, negative 3.2, 3.5, and 3.6. My circle is closed. My variable's on the left, so it tells me I shade to the right. My last one, number 4, says I'm going to subtract 3.4. X is greater than. Now these are both negative, so I'm going to add them. Negative 8. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip mine around because I like to use my sign as something to help me shade. And I haven't changed the order of anything. My sign was open to the variable, and it's still open to the variable. You just have to be really careful when you do that. My circle is open. It is pointing to the right, so I shade to the right. Alright, your substitute's going to put your problems on the board. They are a little random, so make sure you look at the numbers closely. I would like you to finish at least the first section on adding and subtracting completely. This is not homework unless you misbehave or you're too noisy. And we will talk when I get back on Tuesday. Bye.